Well, good evening, everybody. Welcome to the Salt City Live. How about that, Nick?
Here we are.
A little technical difficulty with the old sponsors coming across, getting all jacked up. Gus says it's an update through the Restream deal.
We look like we're jittering.
We are jittering. And
Be still. Just be still, and you won't be able to tell.
now he's got us.
Yeah.
Okay. Anyway, we want to do a last recap for 2026. Nick, I can't believe it's over.
Yeah, me either.
Seems like
Time's
the
flying.
fastest year we've had so far.
Yeah.
Didn't help with the rainouts. Also, it didn't help that we only got to get 8 scheduled races in due to the fact of what do you want to say?
Mother Nature.
No, that's Mother Nature. Why we only got 8 races though?
Oh.
We only got 5 races in because Mother Nature killed 3 of them, but the other 4 was who knows. So anyway, we only got 3 IMCA races in, so technically that's not a IMCA track champion, but we're still going to have our own track champions from that part. So,
who are they?
You ready?
Send it.
Do you have a drum roll for me, Nick? That's not very good, Nick.
No, and you're not going to be able to hear it anyway. So,
not very good.
Like this.
Well, we are jittering all over, Gus. What if it's doing it through the screen or whatever? We're jumping and crazy. We've got all kinds of technical difficulties.
know.
So let's take off the stock cars. Coming in at 10th place is Caleb Dale. 9th, Scott Miller. 8th, Chris Griffin. 9th, 7th, Mike Burian. 6th, Jason Dove. 5th, Colton Kelly. 4th, Tanner Tile. 3rd, Dylan Chambers. 2, Chris Pitts. And our champ will be Jace Reimer. Only 4 points between Pitts and Reimer. Pretty tight. Of course, those guys had some pretty good races and stuff and stuff too. So, Chris Pitts, you have nothing to hang your hat on, buddy. You drove some great races and stuff. I still want to know, though, Chris, are you going to retire? You said you're going to at the end of the year. So I don't know if you're still retired and going to put your son in the car or whatever. Curious if that's what's going to happen. So let us know if that's where you're at from that part. I guess you do have the chat lineup. So, Chris, if you want to chime in or tell us if that's what you're going to do or get on the deal and let us know. Love to know, but I hate seeing you get out of the race car. I'd love to see you there. But again, I know what it's like to have a kid in a race car, so I get it. So, right?
That's correct. Well, I don't know what that's like.
Not yet.
No.
Not yet. Right, Everett? He's shaking his head.
He's sitting over here shaking his head like, I'm not going to do it.
All right, modified. Coming in 10th place, Mike Petersilly. 9th, Dalton Hyder. 8th, Peyton Burkhart. 7th, Jason Ward. 6th, Casey Joe. 5th, Heath Myers. 4th, Aaron Rail. Braden Stoner coming in 3rd. Coming in 2nd, Randy Wilson with a 4-point lead. William Nusser takes home the championship. How about that?
There we go.
There you go, William.
He's a points champion and a Hutch Nationals champion now. Look at that.
Yeah, pretty crazy. All right, Sport Mods. 10th place. Oh, hold on. Hit the wrong button there. Sorry, everybody. Coming in 10th place, Gunnar Cooker. 9th, Dallas Chambers. 8th, Jonathan Silva. 7th, Alex Weens. 6th, Hayden Howard. 5th, Kyle Weens. 4th, Sean Ward. 3rd, Kevin Fry. Cody Williams coming in a 6-point lead. Dalton Chambers takes home the Salt City champion for 2026. How about that?
There we go.
So there's our points champions and stuff too. Again, just can't believe 2026 is over. It just blows me away. I hate it. We rounded out with the late model show on Saturday night, and I will tell you, hats off to Kyler Fetters for coming there all week long working on that racetrack, and Jason and what's the other guy's name? Sorry,
Jason and Jesse and
no, Jesse wasn't there.
Jesse wasn't there. Okay,
no. Here, Kyler's here.
Hi, Kyler. Oh, you got him muted.
Kyler.
Yes, sir.
Okay, we were just talking about commenting on you and Jason, and who was the third guy that came to track prepper? Me and Nick are drawing a blank.
Yeah, we had Tyler Pence's come and help do a little watering. Yep,
Tyler.
Yep. It was. I'll tell you what. Are we live?
Yes, we are. You're live, buddy.
Yeah, we're live. So,
well, the way you guys were talking a minute ago, I didn't know if you were talking to yourselves or getting ready to do it or what. But.
Yeah, we're live. So keep it PG.
Well,
it's a family show.
Okay. Right on. Well, I'm glad we answered appropriately. No, guys, it worked. I told you we either going to win it or wear it, cutting this thing. And it worked. And I think I've talked to more people. They like how wide we got it. It was flat, but it raced okay, and it pushed people up. And I think once we get a race like we have 2 races on it now burned in, it's even going to be better. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Oh, I agree.
Yeah.
So I think, that was probably the raciest track I've seen in Hutch in a very, very long time.
It was
very exciting.
To have those late models going side by side and passing and stuff. I halfway through the race, Nick texted me and said, "This is the best race we've ever had." And I said, "No kidding." And it was fun to watch. It just sucked that we didn't have our own car out on the racetrack.
Yeah, it was disappointing that we.
I would tell you the most disappointing part of me for the weekend for Team 3J was that driver introduction ceremony, not being able to be in that, and then having all 24 of those cars fire up one time together underneath the grandstands and stuff. That was huge. That was so awesome and great. And I think the fans loved it and stuff. We got to do more of that, Kyler, because that's great for the fans. It's great for the drivers.
Absolutely.
Introducing them and their sponsors and their cars and all that kind of stuff. But that driver introduction thing was pretty cool. I had a lot of compliments on that stuff too. And I think each series picked it up and ran with it too. And got a lot of compliments off of that too. But that driver introduction, it really hurt not being in that race. But again, hey, it's called racing. That's what you got to do. You got to put your head down and keep going. And that's where we're at. So
that's right. We're digging.
A lot of people ask me where we're at with Team 3J. The motor is out. It's off to Cornette to get repaired. He says he can fix it. And our next motor is coming and be here.
Probably 2 weeks. Week or 2 weeks.
Week 10 days. We'll have our second replacement motor to put in that car. We will be going to Beatrice. And then, of course, we're going back to the favorite track of Jake's where he's got more laps and more wins than any track at Salina Speedway. Excited to go back to Salina Speedway.
Luckily, fortunately, after Hutch, we had a little bit of a hiatus planned anyway. So,
yeah, we did. Things happen for a reason, except the pocketbook.
Yeah.
So
it didn't hurt mine.
Well, it should.
Everybody needs to share in that expense.
We'll be soliciting sponsorship from Outlaw Productions.
No, honestly, guys, and then I want to address that whole little bit. I want people to realize that it's not something that we didn't try to fix. We found it out yesterday of what's actually causing that problem.
Yep.
And it's something that we can fix. There is an abandoned pipe down there that we found, and we were pulling some clay chunks out of that hole, and it was like walking on a waterbed. It was just after that rain, it just kind of kept pumping up and get closer to the surface. So I have 100% confidence that we can dig that out, put a good base to it, and repair that the right way over the winter months.
Well, and I've got to call in to Murphy because we're going to need some different equipment stuff really to get down there and dig into that hole and get it fixed. I really don't think we need to mess with it till probably it warms back up in the spring.
Absolutely.
But I want to get.
I say winter break, but
I want to get a good game plan with Curtis over at Murphy, and I've got to call into him already, get his opinion and stuff because he was there a week the race before that and saw that hole, and him and I talked about it. And stuff too. Now I think that he knows what's underneath there and stuff, what we can go do. And first of all, we got to figure out how to block that pipe off and wherever it's at, from where it's coming from. But then I think we got to go down and fill that hole, dig it down that deep, and then fill it full of rock, and then pack it back in with some good dirt and stuff too from that part. So
Yep. No, it'll be good. But as far as the recap goes on the weekend, we had modifieds going 3 wide in the turn one,
4 wide. 4 wide.
Yeah. It was pretty crazy, and that just doesn't happen, and some good races. It really was. And talk about some points battles that went down to the wire.
Yeah, I was shocked who won. I mean, I wasn't paying any attention to that because we had our mindset on something else and read them off tonight. And with our champions and stuff, 4 and 6 points on each one for first and second. So that's pretty tight. Yeah.
No, that's really cool. It's very cool. And we're kind of in the same boat at Dodge for our championship night on the 26th. For Murphy Tractor Night, it's going to be some tight points battles.
So this is championship weekend for you too, huh?
Well, on the 26th of September.
You go clear to then?
Yeah, we're racing all the way October 16th. We have a little track show this weekend, the World of Outlaws, on the 12th of September. So buy your tickets for that. Put an El Capitan for an additional $5 off. Little plug there.
Yep.
And then September 26th is our championship night, all divisions and sprint cars. And then we end the season with the USAC National Sprint Cars, which that show last year was by far one of the coolest shows I've ever watched at Dodge in my time there. It was just unreal. They were painting the wall black all the way to the flag stand.
It's pretty cool.
It was pretty neat. Pretty neat. So
yeah, it's hard to believe we're already talking about ending the seasons and stuff. It drives me crazy from that part, but crazy. So anyway, the Boone's Nationals are coming up. Going to be kind of hard for the first time in a long time that we're not there. But all I got to do is go look at that late model. I feel a little better.
Feel even more better when the engine gets back in it, right?
Yeah, exactly. But Boone is probably the funnest race I've been at. The only negative I don't like about Boone is all the wait time we have and stuff, sitting around waiting and stuff. And now that we have a toter, it's so much more pleasurable to do that race. But it's all right. We got other racing to go do and stuff too. Wish everybody luck at Boone Nationals this year and see who the champion's going to be up there too. Anyway, Kyle, I just thought you ended your point season before Boone, but I guess you're doing it after Boone. I don't know why I had that in my head.
We do it after Boone. Yep. So then we're in the process of figuring out where we're going to do banquets, probably both places. I'm starting to figure out where we're going to do our banquet at the end of the year and find the right time frame for that. And it's hard to believe the season's winding down.
Yeah, it doesn't seem fair. Let's put it that way. But again, I think a lot of it it's just the rainouts we've had all year long too. Is why I think the year's seems so fast and stuff from that part too. So anyway, so that's a wrap up for 2026. Everybody, congratulations to our champions. Kyler, thanks again for another great, awesome year. Yes, we have dates for 2027. The only ones I want to put out there right now is, of course, the Salt City Nationals coming out June 23rd to 26th. That's a Wednesday through a Saturday. That Wednesday will be a practice for sure. Then we'll start getting formats laid out, how we're going to do the Thursday, Friday. And then, of course, the features coming in on Monday and what classes we're going to have.
Monday.
Did I say Monday?
Yeah. I'm like, we're racing on Monday?
Did I say Monday? Saturday. Features on Saturday. Did I say features on Monday?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm like, what are we doing Saturday and Sunday? Phil?
Nothing, buddy. Nothing.
We're going to go late model race somewhere.
We're racing Saturday. So that's the only dates we're going to put out there right now for sure for 2027. We need to start working with the other sanctioning bodies and things we're going to do for 2027 from that part. But we do have dates locked in with the fair, so they can't jack with us this year like they did this year. Right? I guess that's how we can say that politically correct. Somebody doesn't like it, it's too bad. So anyway, Chuck McClellan, you guys should be very proud of what you did over in Hutchinson. Congratulations. Hey, Chuck, thank you. It's just it's a lot of fun. And I tell you that the reason Nick and I are doing this is just strictly to save a racetrack. That's all we're after. I think we're doing a pretty good job at that. But one thing I do say is we just need to get a few more people sitting in the grandstands is what we need to do. We need to work on that very hard coming into 2027 and keep this ball rolling, keep this racetrack alive and stuff like that too. So Kyler, any closing comments, anything whatsoever as we close out 2026?
Guys, it's an honor working with you and look forward to getting a schedule put together and seeing where we're in the future.
Nicholas?
Yeah, it was a short season, but let's do it again next year. So
all we can do is get ready to go, right?
Yep.
So everybody head out to the dates that Kyler read off for Dodge City. That's going to be some awesome racing out there from that part. And everybody enjoy your Wednesday evening. Thanks for everything at Salt City from everybody that helps participate and goes and races and crew chiefs and fans and family members and all that kind of stuff. Thank you all for let's keep this racetrack alive. Let's keep this fair board believing that this is what we need to do is keep this racetrack alive. So everybody have a great Wednesday evening. Who knows when the next live podcast will be?
Maybe next week. Maybe in December. We'll just have to see.
Who knows? Maybe when we finally get our final dates together, we'll put another podcast together when the dates are all finalized and stuff for 2027. Once we get everything set up with the sanction bodies and stuff too. So everybody, thanks for tuning in. Thanks for watching. Thanks again for a great 2026. Sorry, only 5 races for 2026 with Mother Nature, but you can't change her. So
can't control it.
Everybody, talk to you soon. And I'm just going to have to cut it off. I don't know how to get that going, Gus. Everybody, sorry for the technical difficulties, but we're going to sign out. Everybody, have a great night.